There's something about you that comes across as very fake. I didn't buy into it, glad I didn't fall for that scam. Now I see you sold it to many, took the money, and ran. And now you're pitching something new, red flag emoji, laughing emoji.
People are on my feed telling me how to make money online. Why don't I give this a try? I made over $200,000 in that stretch. So yeah, if I were to respond to that comment, Maria.
Tony, it's time to address the elephant in the room.
What?
You have some explaining to do because there's been a pretty clear shift.
Oh dear.
Yeah, right? Okay. I want to read a recent comment that you got on a reel.
Okay.
And I think it's time that you explain.
I think I know which one you're referring to.
I think you have to explain the shift that you actually haven't explained this publicly yet of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and why you're shifting. And I want to get into it, okay?
Okay.
Someone said, there's something about you that comes across as very fake. I remember when you were downplaying your online knowledge by selling the roadmap course. I didn't buy into it, glad I didn't fall for that scam. Now I see you sold it to many, took the money, and ran. And now you're pitching something new, red flag emoji, laughing emoji. As someone who has known you for almost 10 years, I read this very differently. I think it would be a great opportunity to explain. Well, someone that doesn't know what MRR is, it was actually really, really big last year. Mm-hmm. What is MRR? What were you doing with it? And why are you not now? What does she mean you took the money and ran? Can you explain what actually happened?
Yeah, I think there are some holes in MRR that maybe you don't know. I'm just going to talk to you like you're five, fill all the gaps. Okay. MRR is master resell rights. Basically, on TikTok, there's all these different corners of TikTok. One of them is digital and affiliate marketing TikTok, whatever, where a bunch of people, mainly last year, got really, really big, would go online and they would say, I'm working 2 hours a day in my pajamas and I'm posting videos online and I'm making thousands of dollars a day. And so that got a lot of us really interested, including me. The one who I purchased from was actually, I loved the way she made her content, but there was a scammy nature around it, specifically regarding one affiliate program in particular, which I will not get into now, but that was like a big thing. And then there was, I'll just say it, there was Legendary. That was like a big thing that people ended up realizing wasn't being marketed.
Honestly.
Company has good training, but the people who were marketing it were not doing it a good job. Full Stack University, another one where they just want to get you in, train you on how to do affiliate stuff. That was all like affiliate stuff where they basically can teach you how to just get online, post a link to your account, make content about this thing and sell it. Then there was this shift towards digital marketing where there was these courses that were coming out that would teach you how to market your business online. One of them being the roadmap. The roadmap course was an incredible course. It taught people how to have an online presence for your business and grow your business. So when I was looking at all these affiliate marketing programs, they were all felt scammy. I didn't sell any of them. I saw the roadmap and I was like, that's something I can get behind, because it is.
Why were you looking for something to get behind? What happened?
Oh.
Why were you even looking to make money online and sell things?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had my dream job. I was a YouTuber and podcast host. And I got laid off. It's like all the big tech layoffs. Facebook, Google, like all these, mine was included. And it came out of nowhere. And I applied probably 200 jobs over the next couple months with no bites. A lot of us were looking for jobs. And I had crafted my role there. There's not many full-time YouTuber podcasters at companies.
Right.
So trying to find that somewhere else. I even scraped the bottom of the barrel. I was like, I'll do entry-level support for $60,000 a year, which where I live is not enough.
With 3 kids.
Mm-hmm. So could not find a job. We lost our house. We moved in with my parents. So me, my wife, my 3 kids, my 2 cats and their litter box, all in one room. And 6 months of that and applying to places, it was just like, enough is enough. So I did find a job as an entry-level, satellite operations support specialist. But I wasn't making enough money and I needed to bring more money in the door. So I thought, I've been on camera on TikTok for the last couple of years. People are on my feed telling me how to make money online. Why don't I give this a try? When I got into it, I'm going to go back to that comment, but when I got into it, I could not, when you look up affiliate marketing, all it is here are these health supplements that you could earn a commission for selling. And it's that's not FDA approved. I don't know who's making that. I'm not getting behind any of this. It's way too scammy. Okay, that's one. I'm talking Digistore24, ClickBank. You go on, you sell other people's stuff. personally couldn't find a way to do that with integrity. So there's these other courses where I'm like, oh, these courses actually teach people. So I took a couple courses. I took Legendary, I took Full Stack, but still the way that they recommended that you market them, it was like not into. Then I found the roadmap and I was looking for something to sell online. I found the roadmap and I was like, okay, this is a real thing that I can believe in and I'm not selling snake oil or whatever. So I started telling people about it online. People started to buy it. It was a really cool thing where MRR, Master Resell Rights, when you purchased the roadmap course, it came with something called Master Resell Rights, which gives you full authorization, full authority, permission to sell it and keep all of the profits for yourself. So every time somebody bought it from me, I would make $500 in my pocket. So that's what MRR is. That's where I got to that point. I made many videos. This is a problem with TikTok. Talking about my experience. My experience that I worked for Kajabi for 5 years. Kajabi is online course platform marketing company. I never did any selling or marketing myself. I never launched a course myself. I never did any of that. But I worked in the field and I understood a lot of the things. I made a couple, 3, 4 posts just talking about my history. She must not have seen those posts because TikTok does not do a good job of making all my posts visible to all my followers, which is why YouTube is the best.
Yeah.
Another thing is that MRR, in my opinion, these master resale rights, these digital online courses, it doesn't make sense for me to take a course teaching how to build a business and only stop there. Like, why would I just take a course to learn how to run a business and just constantly be selling that course with no room for growth? Like, not using any of those skills? So I thought, why am I doing so well? She's right. I made a lot. Looks like I took the money and run. What I did was I took the money,
Pivot.
took the knowledge, and I formed a business teaching everyone else that's trying to make it how to do the things that I'm seeing that are gaps in the market. So like, go ahead.
And we've talked about this, that the only reason that you were, I think, able to be on TikTok and get so comfortable so fast and be able to sell was because of how much experience you already had in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. Like that was your job for almost 10 years. Mm-hmm. And your side hobby and like what you've been doing at church and what you've been doing for friends. And like, that was your world for so long. So it only made, I was like watching you do it. You would like come over and tell us how it was going. And I'm like, yeah, also though you have so much more that you can do.
Yes. However, I am a small sample size. The other people that were successful in the space did not have on-camera experience.
Yeah.
So in my marketing, I could say, this course could teach you everything you need to know, and you don't need, will it help? Yes. Do you need it? No. Here's examples 1, 2, and 3 of people that, Megan, Abby, Becca. Mm-hmm. People who like did not have on-camera experience, so you don't need it.
Yeah.
So,
but the take the money and run kind of thing, instead it's like,
take the money, grow a business to help people who are struggling in that business.
And to do what you needed to do for your family, which at the end of the day is why most of us have a business.
Dude, if this was about money, I would have kept selling the course.
Yeah.
I get $1,000 a day.
Yeah. Yeah. But instead it's like, I was always like, man, Tony, like if you can do this, it was also, you have to build the belief that you can start your own business.
That's true. But I do hear what she says because I started serving people who were trying to sell online courses. Mm-hmm. And I've pivoted.
Right.
Because I've realized that I can give $100,000 results, and there are people who need $100,000 results that are willing to pay for it.
Yeah. That you can like serve at a different level. I think it's also just good as like a business owner and other people, if they're business owners that see a comment like that, you're allowed to pivot. At some point, if you feel like there's a greater way to serve, you can shift. Mm-hmm. You can shift, and it's like, this was worked for that season, and this was helpful. And instead of it seeing as like taking the money and running, it's like, come with me. That's like the whole point of this project.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Also, can we like talk about, I don't know how people feel about talking about money. I made over $200,000 in that stretch. I have invested $130,000 of it at least back into doing it better. I'm not like living lavishly. I'm not like, I took one vacation with my family on Easter, which was amazing with you.
Me, my husband,
Yeah.
our 2 friends, and his whole family.
But
Triple
other
life.
than that, you don't see me posting about lavish things on my feed. I'm here to grow a business and help people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I took the money and ran to go help more people.
Yeah, ran faster. Like, I just thought it's wild to see. And we were just talking about this too. Like, the more you put yourself out there, especially if someone's like, oh man, yeah, I'm already on Instagram or I'm already on TikTok, and maybe I'm going to put myself out on YouTube. Every single platform that you're going to put yourself out there onto, it's one more opportunity to get more eyeballs, which is phenomenal when you have a business that helps people.
Yeah.
It's also where there's more opportunity for feedback, we'll call it. Feedback and people's thoughts. And some people are super charitable, and then some people just throw their thoughts out.
I actually remember somebody else on that thread. Oh, let me pull it up real quick. Somebody else said, where is he? You know you're doing something right when you have a hater in the comments. You can't be liked by them all, nor should you. If we all like the same things, stuck to the same things, life would be boring. Alex.
Yeah.
I feel differently about, like, the more you put yourself out there and the more people are commenting, positive or negative, all that means is that my efforts in being out there are working.
At least it's going somewhere.
Yeah, I think if
So that, like, a
people
black
only
pit.
liked me, I would not be genuine. Because there are things to dislike if you look hard enough.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good perspective to have for someone that's pivoting or like willing to put themselves on a bigger stage. And as an honest business owner, I think like one of our main, out of the people that I know, like one of the biggest concerns is making sure that we're like serving clients to the highest level, that we're following through, and that we're like, everyone feels like a little bit of a fraud sometimes. Like the imposter syndrome is so real.
yeah, but people think that in order to be polarizing online and get attention, you literally have to tell people who you're voting for.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
like right now?
Yeah.
No, you can just be genuinely yourself, and that will disagree with enough people.
That'll separate enough. Yeah, yeah. And I'm just thinking about how I would perceive that if I was in the shoes of pivoting, of it being like, I could see someone seeing that and be like, oh my gosh, like, am I going to be called fake if I pivot, or like called a scam artist? But you really just have to bring it back down to what? Like, why are you doing it? Like, why are you pivoting? What's the point?
Yeah.
What drives
Are
it?
you asking me, or are you just saying those?
Well, can you talk a little bit more about like how you did finally decide the pivot? Because it was this like, there was this bridge moment where you were like, this is going well, like this, I'm doing this well, but it was like, I also know that I could be doing more. Yeah,
I guess I'll put it this way. You've read the book, 10x is easier than 2x.
So good.
Straight up, a sentence from the book, a summarization of the concept is everybody is trying to 2x their business, and there are a million ways to 2x your business.
And it's exhausting.
And so you have all this competition. When you try one thing and it doesn't work, you know there are a million other options, so you just jump to the next thing. But if you're trying to 10x your business, there's only a couple ways to do that.
Your brain just unlocks.
Yeah, but you only have like 2 or 3 options, and only a couple other people in your niche are doing it.
Yeah.
So not a lot of competition. If that. So I basically thought to myself, if I was like, I was watching A Bug's Life with my kids, and it made me think of like the ants pushing, the grasshoppers, but the ants pushing all the like the little pieces of the seeds, yeah. And it made me think of there are a lot of people helping, like this. I'm not going to relate it back. I'm not good at metaphors. I'm not relating it back to that. There are a lot of people like helping people push small pebbles around.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people helping creators make small, like you go on TikTok and it's full of people who are getting you tips and tricks. I haven't seen anybody tell a 6-figure business owner how to show up online with all of this home studio, professional lighting, professional camera, audio, how to show up on camera and how to film. You could literally do this in 3 hours. You have enough content for the whole quarter. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Nobody's teaching business owners how to do that. And in my opinion, I was actually talking to Colleen. She was in my challenge this past week. She was afraid to make the shift so she does gluten-free cooking and recipes.
Yeah.
And right now she sells at a market. She sells 1-to-1.
In Panama.
Mm-hmm. And she was thinking of making the shift to teach bakeries and businesses how to create gluten-free goods. You're helping so many more people by doing that.
Oh, we were in the challenge. She's explaining what she does. And I'm like, how many years have you been doing this, Colleen?
What, 20?
15, I think.
15, yeah.
And I was like, if you could make a list, like, are there things that you've learned the hard way? And all of a sudden she was like, you don't even know the experience and expertise that you have because it's so normal to you.
Yeah.
So for you, this stuff.
Oh, it was normal. It was you. It was actually you. I had a conversation with you and I was like, I'm thinking of doing this, but I don't think it'll help anybody. And you're like,
It's like, stop.
I need all of this information. And I started to teach you how to do it. And you and I were like, let's just do this.
Yeah.
Go figure. You can just do business doing what you love.
Yeah. And what you're good at.
And what you're good at. So now I get entrepreneurs to come to a co-working space. We rent out all the rooms. We convert them into YouTube studios. And you come, I teach you how to film content for 3 hours. And you leave with all your content done. Like,
that sounds like serving. That's okay. At the end of the day, sometimes I think a pivot is just being more honest.
yeah.
It's going closer to like what is true. And like sometimes that was like what needed to happen in that season because it was a really difficult situation. And this is like the most honest thing that you could do is what
Like
everyone...
it wasn't dishonest. Like I helped.
Yeah.
I gave people
Yep.
education on how to grow a business.
Yeah. This is what everyone knows you for at home. So you're bringing, the integrity is just bringing it online, making it clear online.
Yeah.
Amazing. You have one last thought to wrap up?
So yeah, if I were to respond to that comment, Maria, thank you for leaving that comment. I did take the money and I ran to go help more people. So I will keep doing that. I'm not stopping anytime soon.